Inawezekana labda kuwe na ile security ya watu wa usiku kazi yao. Ile security kutoka saa 5 kutoka inaweza saidia. Tena watoto bado na alafu anatupa kwa mtu. Ndani si nje. Watu ndani. Sio dumangu hapa karibu.
These are the places we would put them because imagine wakitupa sindano kama hizi hapa. It's very risky.
Mtoto anakuja tu kucheza.
Imagine.
Madam Alex, wewe kujua zaidi kinadunga nani?
Brother,
hawatupangi na pepa yote. Wanajua na zinakuwa mingi, zinakuwa karibu kila mahali.
600 casuals have been hired. You've seen some of them here. Others are distributed across a number of tributaries of the Nairobi River. Now, I gave very specific instructions. What action should be taken? Even as we are cleaning up the river, and we have been cleaning the river, we continue to have discharges of raw sewage, industrial effluent, human waste, solid waste. We continue to indiscriminately throw in litter and rubbish and discharges into the river. The tragedy of it is, this is not just being done by private entities. It is being done by public institutions. And I gave very firm instructions to the DG NEMA to ensure that all those who are responsible, whether public or private, have been arrested, taken to court, and all the discharge points have been closed. I understand that a mapping out has been done, including GPS location and georeferencing. They know from the beginning of the river to the end. They know who is discharging waste into the river, at what points. And all what remains is action to be taken. Because it is really pointless, in my view, to continue sinking in public resources to clean up the river, yet we haven't. That really is dealing with the symptoms, not the causes. The DG will be able to mention to speak about why. I know some arrests were made over the weekend. A number of culprits have not yet been arrested. And I really challenge NEMA, and that's why I brought the board here. NEMA to up its game. I mean, and if it is incapable of doing its job, then we'll have to get people who are capable of doing that job. They don't need any more authority. And I really don't care. Well, I mean, to be fair, I see some slight improvement from since we were here on Friday. Some manholes have been closed. Some cleanup has been done. But really, this is tokenism. Tokenism. Now, it is an expensive exercise. The director, Urban Rivers, will tell you about the budget we have for these. They have advertised for the whole exercise. Tenders have been opened. And this is not just for the cleanup of the Nairobi River. It also includes the restoration of the demolished areas. We will be visiting South End, Shell, and also Nakumat, UK, which, as you know, were demolished recently. It is the responsibility of the ministry to restore the demolished sites, and this is what we're doing. It is not our responsibility to demolish buildings. We don't demolish buildings. That is the work of public works. No, but we work together within the framework of the Nairobi regeneration initiatives. Just to put it this way, I am myself frustrated. I feel really disappointed at the pace, at the rate with which enforcement is being done. Now, but it is all good to complain and blame government institutions, as we must. But ask yourself, is this waste being generated by government? No. This waste is being generated by yourselves, including you, the media, in your own houses, right? And it is not possible at all for government alone to undertake this exercise. So there's also a responsibility on citizens, the members of the public, not to discharge waste anyhowly, litter anyhowly. I mean, you do that and then you turn around and blame government and say, government, why are you allowing this to happen? Why don't you ask yourself first, what is it that you are doing yourself to reduce, limit the amount of waste that you discharge into the environment? Our industries, the same. Factories are discharging industrial waste into our waters. And what they talk about is, well, you know, we are employing Kenyans, so we are employing Kenyans. But you're destroying their health. So long and short is, this is a long haul. The projections we have ourselves is up to end of March as the ministry. The details of the figures and the detailed plans, my colleague and the director in charge of Urban Rivers will be able to speak to that. I see some significant work done for this component, but a lot remains to be done. The Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company must take its responsibility. There cannot be any justification whatsoever. There cannot be any excuse whatsoever why a public institution should discharge or allow to be discharged raw waste into our rivers. And then you say, we don't have material, we don't have funds, and create all sorts of excuses. The landlords also collect a lot, and you've seen landlords collect rent from tenants. They charge them rent, It is their responsibility to provide sanitary facilities to the tenants. But they don't. And when you touch them, oh, everybody is up in arms. Or you are destroying investments. Okay? You are destroying investments. True, it is true that some of these buildings along rivers and on rivers have been approved by some of our institutions. And the president has given directives. And the DPP and the DCI are on it. Any public officer, whether it is NEMA, whether it is WARMA, or any other entity of government that has authorized the building up of structures on riparian reserves, on rivers, must take responsibility for that. And soon, and I don't want to speak for them, they will be the DPP and the DCI. I know investigations are on top gear, that all those who approved will be held to account. So that even as we demolish, because it is not an excuse, it is not a defense to say, oh, but I built up because I was given. You didn't know it was a river? It is not a justification at all or a defense that you got approval. So you as the investor are as guilty as the government official who authorized or approved you to do so. So mine is an inspection exercise. I'll continue. We'll go to various sites, as I will continue to insist that my officers do their job.